Hello? Am I... Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually... Oh, shall we do that again? Hi, everybody! um, I'm back. I'm back for like 2 days before I have to, well, whoosh, and vanish again. Cause, I flew back home. At least I was supposed to fly back home on Thursday. Then that was the whole thing, which I might get into. Uh, and then I came back home. I literally immediately had a little birthday sleepover with my girls. I got to see my friends back at home, which was super nice. And then I immediately went straight back into homework hell. The Friday day 2,500 word essay. Questionable quality. But I finished my finals. So I am free. Also, why the hell is there no music? Hello? It. We have the right way. Huh? Huh. Okay. Play. It says it's playing on my end. That is. We come back and we immediately get scuffed. Nope, that didn't work. What? Hello? Hold on. What if I, like, just delete this source? Yes, remove that source. Don't mind me. Just going to come over here. Steal the music source from there. Which... I am giving myself confusion. I know how to stream, totally. Wait, was there no starting soon music? Hold on. No, there was. What? Do we have music now? Wait. We got music! We got music! We got music! Oh my goodness. If it gets too loud, please let me know. Please let me know. Oh my goodness. Anyways. We have music. Let's go. Let's flip and go. I don't know what was wrong. I literally don't know what was wrong. Alrighty. It's fine. Anyways, we're drawing this piece. I think the last time I drew on this was potential with you guys. I don't know. I don't remember. School has been a lot. School has been busy. I've been just like 5 days this semester. But it's literally I wake up, I go to school, I do homework, I go to more classes. I either work or I go home and then I do more homework. And then at that point I am eepy. I am sleepy and I just want to go to bed. So, that's been my life for the most part. Now I get to finally be back and I can be your guys' little gremlin. And I haven't worked on this in forever, so I'm going to be real here. I don't know what layers are what. I also totally might have been like drawing for a good 5 hours already today. Totally might not have hurt my hand more. It's fine. It's fine. I made sure to rest and stretch it for like a good hour. You're hopping on. But this is something I want to be like a new loading screen background, I think. Simply because I also just want to draw this. But I started this at the start of the semester. Because I remember that I started working on this instead of whatever the drawing club prompt was. Because I decided to do drawing club. And each week there's a different prompt. And well, most of the time I just don't care for the prompt, so I just I do my own thing. And I don't regret it. I like doing my own thing. That's fun. But there is no but to that. I am just being very confused. Okay, what is going on here? So just remember, there's a lot of plans. Well, yeah. I think it's part of the situation, part that might have gotten cut off. But I was supposed to fly back Thursday. And I was supposed to get a day of rest, like a full day of rest, before having a sleepover birthday thing with my girls. Because my birthday was a week before I flew back. And it's like, okay, chill. I can still do like a birthday thing with my girls and can all still hang out and be on. So we just played Mario Party the whole time. I just asked when I'm like, hey, can you pretty please bring your Switch and bring your Mario Party? Your Mario Party is a lot better than the Wii U version. And she did. We had lots and lots of fun. Oh my goodness, for my first ever flights alone, all across the country too, I got hit with so many problems. I got hit with way too many problems. Yeah, so I had to take I had to get onto 3 different planes, which means 3 different airports, right? That's chill, that's fine. Except for when your very first plane flight is delayed by a full hour. Yeah. And then thankfully my second plane also got delayed, but my third one didn't. My third plane did not get delayed. Oh no, it didn't. It instead, one of the workers at the airport had to push me to the next morning. So I was just stranded there at a random, mind you, just a random state, random airport overnight on literally my first time flying alone. I was already stressing about my essay that I had to, which was technically Friday because I was flying out Thursday. So this was happening Thursday. And I emailed my teacher telling him the situation. I'm like, can I pretty please give me extension? And he did not email me back Thursday. So I was pretty stressed. Like, oh shoot. I was planning on Friday, the day I get back home, to work on this essay. That's going to be kind of pretty difficult if I'm not even home on Friday, right? I was freaking out, like, what? I'm going to miss my flight, and people just pushed me for the first flight that went to where I live from the state I was stranded in. That was stressful, and thankfully, it was one of the states where I have family. So literally, my family drew like good hour and a half away from that airport. They lived that far away from the airport, but at least I had somebody. And then, okay, sorry, I'm trying to draw a dog head, and I barely even know how to draw dogs. Didn't even. So thankfully, I had family, right? But at this point, it's already super late. So an hour and a half, we get back to my aunt's place. We sleep for literally 4 hours, and then immediately she has to drive me back to the airport. And then it's even worse. So like, get back into the airport. Okay, I have to go back through TSA, right? There's a problem with my boarding pass, and I had like less than an hour, and I was stressing because I was like, oh, am I going to even make it to my correct thing? Because this airport was big. And I like being early to things, especially when I'm already super duper stressed. Especially when I'm already super duper stressed. So it's like, oh, okay, just says, hey, just go to the person you're fine with. I was fine with Southwest. I was like, okay. Okay, fine. And I do. I'm like, I struggle to find them for a bit. Like, and then I find their little station. Like, okay, I don't know what was going on, but I was told my boarding pass was wrong. And the lady looks at me, and she looks at my ID. It's like, your full name's not on here. Like, really? What the hell do you mean? You're not letting me, my boarding pass got me through before at a different airport, but not this one. And it had my first and last name. But just because it didn't have my middle names, you're not... What? What? Because my IDs have all my names. Including my middle ones, but my boarding pass didn't. What? But it had both my first and last names, so I'm like, why? Why is this a thing? Why? And then I was so stressed that I immediately went back through TSA. I rushed, and then I had to run back to where I was boarding. At that point, I was literally had to wait like 10 minutes before I had to board. I did not like that. That was stressful. But after that whole thing, and I finally landed back home, my mother got me, and then I just slept all day Friday. I did not do anything Friday. I literally slept. Because thankfully, when I landed, I got an email back from my professor saying, yeah, sure, you can have an extension to Tuesday. That was my weekend, y'all. And I immediately had my friends come. And thankfully, we had a lot of fun. But man, I'm going to have to do that all over again in like a month. So how the hell do people draw dogs? Because I'm looking at a picture of actually a dog I had that very important to me, because I had the dog since I was 5 when my named her Bell, but call her Bell, Belly Welly, just all sorts of different nicknames, and she passed last year November. So I like to include her into this piece. But how the hell do you draw dogs? I am literally looking at a reference, and I don't understand it. I don't. But, oh well. We're just chilling and vibing here. But that was basically my last week. And now it's somehow already Thursday again, which is crazy. So I've only started to have free time since yesterday. And I'm going to be so real. I barely remember what I did. My brain was dead. It was just kapush. It did not want to exist. Okay, I think I am going to do a little sneak thing and kind of hide the head. I feel like if the dog doesn't look right, then the whole piece doesn't look right, because the dog's like the main center point. Herm. Okay, I'm just gonna search dog curled up. This might help. A lot of the dogs are curled up from the front though, so it's not showing the back. Which I can do the front. Or it's like right on the top. Dogs are so cute. That was one thing that changed. Like all my friends, for some reason, literally I feel like all my friends that I've made at college are all cat people. What happened to my dog lovers? Dogs are just, they're so cute and they're just amazing and I love them. They're just such good pets. You can't go wrong with a dog. Then everyone's like, cat. Like, no. Give me my fur babies. I mean, cats are also fur babies. But like, still. I need my puppies. Again, I did grow up with puppies and dogs instead of cats, so that's probably why. But like, still. Anyways, what do you guys prefer? Cats or dogs? See you soon, Orfego! Okay. I have to actually try this again. It's like, we have head. And they really just curl up into a ball. We have ground levels like here. And then I need to look at pictures of my actual dog to try and... You know what, let's do... I'm just gonna do a little drawing of my dog kind of looks like. Just a rough one, trying to break down her shapes, I guess? No, my dog wasn't like a specific breed of anything. She was a little mix dog that my mom found on the streets and took her in. Oh, dogs are strange. I will get better. One day I'll be able to draw whatever I want. I just gotta practice. My hand's like petting her right here because she likes her butt scratchies. So I would always give those to her. Can't really see what her tail's doing. Deformed puppy. I guess don't trust me with your animals, y'all. They will become deformed. Just deformed little beans. Okay. I think I drew the head too big, potentially? So, I am going to try to draw this reference instead of a different dog, what I just found online. Torso, probably pelvis here. I like the neck mass. Head and snoot. And then this is tail. Which I guess isn't too bad. Things I'm also going to try and draw a deer here if I can. But I might not. Because it might be too much. And then I don't know what I'll draw outside then. I might draw more of a frame here and then just draw a basic garden, perhaps? We shall see, we shall see. Okay. Trying this again. That's what I get for drawing something I don't really know that well. But that's the only way that you can improve. That still looks very bad. I'm trying. Erase those puppies up in the top. I kind of want looking up towards me. Maybe instead of a ball, I should try drawing her more curled up. Like laying on her side. Because I do have a picture of her doing that. And I do her much too big. She looks so flat. She looks like a pancake. Or maybe I kinda tell her head to the side and have this be her body. I might just have my dress cover that bit, honestly. I still think of the perspective. But then I gotta think about these head tilt itself. She had more of a boxy sort of shape. She always had a pretty pronounced underbite. It really always cutely showed off whenever she was smiling. She always had like her big front canines always popping out. It was so cute. I'm definitely going to make myself look better than whatever this is. Maybe be able to draw some focus away from my awful mistakes. I have my, where am I? There I am. Probably just scratching at her. That's how I normally would. Just... Okay, so now I have to figure out. Oh, oop. I made her itty bitty. To be fair, she was a tiny dog. I will probably size her up a bit. Maybe we'll do that. That seems reasonable. And then you erase. No. Oh, the octopus thing lives on forever. Because our dear silent one, for our birthday gift, decided to give me a little octopus plushie. And then my mom bullied me about it last night. I say bully, she really mainly just teased. But still, I'd take it as bullied. She... I was also drawing for a bit yesterday. And then I told my mom, because she was talking about watching a movie together. I was like, oh yeah, sure. I can bring out my art because I'm just on the inking phase, and inking doesn't really take much brain power. And my mom started going off on, like, she doesn't know what I mean, that inking. She only knows that the inking like octopus and squid. And it took her a minute, and then she realized, oh wait, shoot, you're octopusing, and then she started teasing me about it relentlessly. She even texted in the little group chat between me and two of my besties and her. And I was being bullied because she literally she went on about it. He like full-blown time, and then we went and we left to go get nachos from like a Mexican fast food place, not Taco Bell, but like a local one. And she continued the way there. It was painful. I was getting bullied. Very, very bullied. Which was painful. I guess I could put like my hand up. I think it's more relaxing. I'm scratching. Gonna lean forward. If I was doing that, I'd probably just have my arm resting on my thigh, but how I'm tilted, that would seem like it would work. Have shoulder here. Arm, hand. And then we have this one. This collarbone will be popping out. This one, kinda be like, hey, what you doing? And my scalpel would be pulled to the front. About the knees, probably where my arm would fall. And then casually resting my fingers. That would be it. So that's sketch. Thankfully, I already have most of the background of this sketched out. So thank you, past self. Thank you a lot. Much appreciated. I honestly don't understand why all this isn't just one single layer. Let's fix that. The background can be all one single layer. Thumbnail is still important. I don't think whatever that is important. Thumbnail is important because I have greenery literally everywhere. Which I honestly think I'm just going to paint in by like finding a like completely transparent brush. I think I just need to find myself like a triangle shaped brush. But then like just like literally going through It's like, hello? Oh, this one has snap. Like going through and kind of just like painting leaves. Just kind of lop them everywhere. Kind of have like general vibe of where they'll be though. Probably somewhere like above here has like a basket. And I probably have like a pin here. So like flow down. And then flow from that point. And just kind of drape. Just have a bunch of leaves. And maybe even more from like over here. Honestly, everywhere. They're going to be everywhere. Because they can be. Oh yeah, one thing about finals was I spent like 2 weeks non-stop, honestly 3 weeks, non-stop studying for everything, which I'm hoping I did okay. I am hopeful. But I ended up not being able to study all of psychology. I was like, well, damn it. So I was taking psychology as an elective because, of course, colleges require you to do, like, electives and whatnot. Which gives them more money because that means you have to do more credits. Yippee! Anyways. I was like, okay, let's do psychology. I love psychology. And I was like, I always really wanted to study it. I tried doing dual psychology during high school, but then the teacher who's going to teach it literally left not long before the school year started, and they couldn't find a new teacher, and then I didn't get to do dual psychology, which sucked. But I still have the textbook. I still have the textbook because I got it late because I was just using the free trial. So I still have till February, I think, where I could study psychology on my own. And I have a whiteboard here too, which, oh my goodness, I got a whiteboard. I think I freaked out about this before. But oh my goodness, I love my whiteboard. I love my whiteboard. Whiteboards are fantastic. I influence one of my best friends to get one, actually. I influence her so hard. So like, get a whiteboard. They are fantastic to use to study with. I love my whiteboard. Get a whiteboard. You should get a whiteboard. No, you should get a whiteboard. Because, oh my goodness, it is so helpful. It is so helpful. Because I don't know. When it comes to me, I prefer physical things when it comes to studying. It just makes it easier for me. I used to even do physical flashcards, but then time digital ones are so much faster, unfortunately. So, but thing is with whiteboards, it is a space where you can literally just brain dump in mind and just like make mind maps and do little things a lot easier than on normal paper. And I guess if you have an iPad, you have like a notes app that allows you to do that. And I could probably find one that works on my laptop. I probably could. I don't wanna. I try, I couldn't find anything. And I don't know, something about like writing notes fit digitally and doing digital notes, I just don't like. I don't know, I prefer using a notebook for all my notes. I just really prefer it. I feel like I learn better that way. In fact, actually one of the things in psychology, my teacher says that in the beginning, you actually do learn better through physically writing things down than typing. And like, that's pretty cool. This face is messed up. This face is really messed up. I think I just need to lift this face. Move it up higher. And tilt it. I don't know. Expressions are difficult, faces are difficult. Try it. I don't know. I thought this face looked right and felt right. Now it doesn't. This face feels off. Maybe I've been drawing my thing off? What if I enlarge it? That kind of worked. Maybe too much? Anyways, I completely lost track what I was talking about. I honestly don't understand how the hell people are able to yap while they draw. It's probably because they don't need to think as much because they are more used to it. And they honestly, I watch an artist, the Starfish Fish, has literally said she doesn't really sketch because it takes so much brain power, and when she doesn't speak as much, which is fair, and I can see why. Because the sketching phase, you're figuring everything out, but like the sketching phase is also on his face. It's where the magic happens. I think I want to tidy up the character. I think I am going to put myself in my normal outfit. Except, I probably won't have my shoes because I'm literally in bed. And having shoes on just makes no sense. But I'll turn my faces. Maybe I move this a bit. And I zoom out. Now, I am looking forward to going back to school. I have theoretically all my classes. I am on a wait list for one of them, but for that one, it's just like an extra class, financial wellness, which I think it makes sense why I would want to take such a class. I feel like it's such like important skills. They don't even teach that in like high school, which is dumb. You teach us stuff that we aren't going to remember, things that most of us are probably never ever going to use again. And yet you don't teach us dumb adult nonsense that we will need. That literally everyone will need, for sure. But no, no. Couldn't possibly be having that. But I probably want to get waitlisted because it's obviously not one of my major classes, and I'm on the waitlist right now. And since I'm a freshman, I get last pickings of most classes, which makes sense. The higher years have been there longer and need to get their credits. And I got onto all the classes I need for this coming semester. But what's nice is I will still be working. I'm really hoping they put me on the 2 days where I only have a single class. A single class, y'all. It is an 8 a.m. class. Which that sucks. But still. Really hoping I get my work put on those days. If not, that would be like such a fantastic day to just get my homework done and or stream. Hello? Free time? Hello? Potential free time. We'll see how busy I get with my classes, and compared to how I did this semester, I am definitely going to have to spend quite some time working on coding. So I am coming into a like coding field, coding degree with like no coding experience, and I struggle because unfortunately for me it's not showing, which I don't want to have to. Okay, I'm fine with doing commissions and drawings for someone else like that, but doing and like having to adjust my style, I don't know, because I feel like I'm not that good. Like, I don't even think I can if I wanted to do that. At least not yet. At the same time, I'd rather be able to like pick and choose, be more in control of the art I do, I guess. But I don't know how well I would like being like an artist in the like field, like in industry, unless it was like the only way I think I'd ever be okay with it is if I was doing it freelance. But that's its own thing. And you to be able to do that, you sort of need to be good and have good technical skills, which I am learning, but I'm not there. Which is perfectly okay. I'm slowly getting there. I will eventually get there. I made the wrong finger too long. You, my friend, should honestly probably still be that length. Maybe a tad bit shorter. Oh boy. Hello, Crook. How are you? It's good to see you too. I was completely chilling. I was completely leaning back in my chair, just having the tablet pulled to me. Not good because I can't really use my elbow and shoulder as much as I'm supposed to, as was basically all wrist. I should not be using my wrist because I drew way too long today without really stretching it. I mean, I've periodically stretched it, but not as much as I should have. I'm sorry, the dog looks whack. I'm trying my best. It's fine. I'll improve. From this position, we probably won't really see the thumb. So I'm not going to draw the thumb. No, it's so nice to finally have time to draw again. I have missed just being able to sit down and do what I want. So you're doing well, been shooting the Pokemon Legends DLC last week. Nice! I have a new friend that's trying to get me into Pokemon. It's not gonna work. Literally asked me like, yeah, what Pokemon games have you played? Just Let's Go Eevee. I did not care much for it. To be fair, this friend has also been trying to get me to play anything. And everything. And, oh my goodness. We hung out once during, like, finals week. Technically twice. One of the times was for studying, though. But one of the times, dude convinces me to reinstall Genshin. And we just play Genshin. Like, damn it. I did not need this. Damn it. I have not played it since that night. Which is good. Which is good. But at the same time, now I want to do the main story quest. But at the same time, with what time? With what time, I ask. I don't. Really, you can't escape the Pokemon fans? No, I can't. Dude, one of my best friends literally collects the cards. I am doomed. I am actually doomed. Yeah, because the thumb would probably be... Yeah, I probably wouldn't even see it. Probably just have a tail here. That doesn't look like a tailless issue. So I'll probably just have my dress cover that part. Yeah. Why are dogs complicated? The cards, oh lord. They're dearer than you, damn. Yeah. Well, to be fair, like, casually. Hello, humongous place. Yeah, you do gotta catch them all. But, like, casually, but, she has multiple big boxes that she has shown me. And she just likes to randomly pull out on numerous occasions whenever I'm at her house. She just likes collecting them. I'm like, okay. This is a thing now. Okay. I have to get my dog's cute little underbite. I have to. It's one of the cutest things she did. She was so damn cute. Okay, I think I have to expand this. Like, lift it up higher. But anyways, yeah, I reinstalled Genshin. Venti's back on the banner. My boy Venti is back on the banner. And he apparently had this... He's been upgraded? What? They're giving him a buff? What do you mean that you're making Venti now a DPS? Hello? Hello? literally one of my favorite character in Genshin got an upgrade. What? And then there was so much other stuff that I low-key got overwhelmed. I'm like, what is all this new stuff? What is this system? Why is this system? Hello? And then immediately I was like, yes. How many, you get so many Primogems. Totally get a lot of Primogems. You get so little Primogems for the amount of hours you do the work. Because honestly, what I did was I got so, like, it's like there's too much to do. Yeah, I saw we have Dragon Boy. I was like, there's like too many new systems. I was overwhelmed, so I just did the story quest that I haven't. And apparently you don't need the keys. You don't need the keys for the story quest anymore. What? What the hell do you mean? So I think, whose did I do? I did some, Sumeru? Oh my god, it's been so long, I actually forgot. Sumeru? Gendro Nation, okay? I did, no, I think I also did a Leeway one. Oh, I did, Cloudbringer, and then I was working on Sino's second story quest. Those were the two I was doing. Says a lot has happened again. She like loads of this rate you're going to be grinding for a lot of round-ups. Yeah, but the thing is, the last, gacha game that I was into was Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is so generous. It's so incredibly generous with, like, the amount of time you put and how many, like, their Primogems, I forget what they're called. And how, yes, if I remember correctly, the weapon is a guaranteed pull in Wuthering Waves. I was like, I can continue, I can grind. I haven't done Notlin. I could probably get enough to get to a 5-star. I could very easily do that. And I had to stop myself from playing anymore because 1, finals, and then 2, because I knew if I got back into it, I would be all up on YouTube like, give me the guides, I need to do more artifacts. And I would have been doomed, y'all. Thankfully, I've stopped before that could happen. How the hell does my dog's ears work? I am literally looking at pictures of my dog Belle, and I am so damn confused by how the hell her ears work. Because they're not just like, boom, triangle. That's not how her ears work, and I'm trying to make this be her. But her ears, like a lot of pictures I have, are not good pictures, and her ears kind of do this. I don't know if that makes sense. Says you've played that once, but for some reason you didn't click to it completely. Maybe you need to play it more. Probably. I was waiting for its release, and I got into the animation, and I really liked the story a bit. It did take me a bit myself, but mainly because I was getting used to everything and all the different systems. My brain kept on actually thinking of like, here's how it's in Genshin, then try and do that in Wuthering Waves, and it was not working. It was not working. So your dogs are fluffy? No. They could be. But they're not like super fluffy, like triangle shape. She was like a mix between a Chihuahua and a Russell Jack Terrier. Hold on, I know I have baby pictures that are clear that my mother took. That might give me a better idea. I just gotta find those ones instead. But no, another thing with Wuthering Waves is I just really like the animation and the fact that you can run across walls. That was fun. But I haven't played that one either for a while. Okay. I say that as I find screenshots of me playing Wuthering Waves and getting a Shorekeeper. Dude, Shorekeeper's arc was so good though. Oh my goodness, I love Shorekeeper. Like, so her ears are both like, my dog's ears are both like fluffy not fluffy, floppy and not. They're like, the ends of them are like floppy, but the start of them isn't. I don't know. So, yeah, you admit the character animation. It is. I also stopped playing that a while ago. I need to get back into it. I have so many games I do want to get back into or like play again, but I'm like, I can't. I just wait for the story to be done. Like, there's some in Deep Space because yes, the story in that is actually good, and it's not just a Gooner game. The story in it is actually good and deep, and it made me want to cry at one point, and I want to get back into it. Genshin, obviously, maybe Star Rail and ZZZ, basically all Hoyo versus games. My friend also showed me that Hoyo is making a new game that might be coming out in 2027. That's like a whole different vibe. That's a thing. But then, Expedition 33 looks super good. I really want to play it. Then the Hollow Knight and the Silk Song also looks good. And I hate that I actually have games I want to play now. And I want to get back into Wuthering Waves. And I low-key want to get back into Twisted Wonderland. I don't know if y'all know. Twisted Wonderland. Oh my goodness. I used to play that freshman year of high school. And you see. They made an anime. Twisted Wonderland is like, if I remember correctly, the artist and author of Black Butler helped out a lot with that character design and like general story, like the general plot, I think, if I remember correctly. And it was like partnered with Disney. And it's like a whole thing with basically it's this world that you have like the Disney fairy tales, but you know, I was like, you have Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and how like they're the heroes. In this world, no, the villains were the heroes, quote quote. And like you're like isekai, you're not actually killed. You're just kind of brought into this other world. Say, oh well, you're here now. Here's all these like ecstatic, crazy characters. In each house in like dorm, you like sort into different dorms, are like based on different villains. You have Jafar, you have Mufasa. Is Mufasa the villain in Lion King? I'm blanking. You have not the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, the Queen of Hearts. Alice in Wonderland. You have Ursula. You have the Evil Queen. And they're like heroes, quote quote. You even have Hades. For some reason they did Hades. But they made an anime of the first season, and the first art of the story is with my boy Riddle, who is in Heartlazul or whatever it is, with the dorm based on the Queen of Hearts. Scar. Who the hell is Mufasa? Who the hell is Mufasa then? Did I just pull the name out of my head? It's like, okay, you've seen the trailers, the new Hoyoverse games, but I'll tell you there's so many gacha games coming out, like too many. There are so many. Yeah, Twisted Wonderland, the visual novel music, gacha. Yeah, I guess it's like turn-based, and there are some like music rhythm aspects, but it's like a visual novel game. Mufasa was the father of the hero. No, I did not. I got the father mixed up. I got the brothers mixed up. Hello, Rebecca. I did not just get like. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that is actually sad. Y'all, I'm good with names. I am totally good with names. You can trust me with your names. And I will definitely remember them. Yep. Yeah, totally. Yep. It's okay, it's been a while since you've seen Lion King, though you remember the characters. Fair. I remember what they look like. But, Brittle, if I remember correctly, while I was, like, playing it, Brittle was my favorite. I mean, he was also probably, because, like, one of the first characters you get information on and whatnot. And one of the first people that I don't want to spoil. Anyways. Like, one of the first ones you really interact with. So that could be it. But he's also a pretty boy. And man, am I weak for pretty boys in games and fiction. His personality is definitely rough, though. He's just a little tsundere. In something... When tsunderes are done right, and the other characters tease them to oblivion, it's so much fun, and I love it. Oh, damn. Okay, that's a lot cleaner. I am going to give myself, like, a skull to work off of. No, I saw there's 8 episodes, and I saw what the thumbnail on Hulu was for the last one, and it looked like the final one for, like, season 1. Quote, but it's only 8 episodes. Thing is, let's see, I remember going through Riddles, Azul's, the one that's based on the Lion King, that Dorn's leader, House Warden, I don't remember his name. I remember starting with an L. I remember him being super duper lazy and, like, napping everywhere. I don't remember his name. I remember what he looks like. I remember him being one of my least favorite House Wardens. And then Vil, V-I-L, however you say that. The one based on Sleeping Beauty. I liked his. His one was cool. And that was middle of the one from Hades. I remember what he looks like. I was in the middle of his before I stopped playing, because I was getting to the point where I had to really grind in order to, like, move forward in the story. I was like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. So then I sort of just stopped. That's something cute. I could do, like, a cozy outfit. I don't know. I think everything here I could honestly just ink from where I have, but I don't know if I want to ink or how I want to do this. Probably will. Honestly, this body could be inked. This could literally be the inks for the body. Okay. Trying to think of, like, the curvature. Because the breasts are, like, hanging down. So gravity. Then you also have the pec muscles kind of pulling. I don't even... It's fine. I do want to get rid of these annoying lights, though. I'm definitely not looking at the dog in my lap. I am looking way too high for that. So let's fix that. And make me look down. Thing is, I was thinking of making this a Light-2-D illustration in animation. And I still want to. Especially if I want to make this like a new loading screen. I am so tired of making art for Light-2-D though. Which I like doing it. I like the sketching, and I like doing the Light-2-D part. It's the inking and base coloring and drawing everything in between, instead of not having to do that. And I haven't really done a piece of art where I haven't needed to do that in a while, which I really need to to draw more things, which I was thinking of, like, the game idea that I want to do would be a really good thing, like a portfolio piece. But honestly, I like the story idea for it. For that game idea of mine. But, I don't know. It's something about that idea that just didn't fully click with me, and I found an angle where it kind of does. And I would have to really explore it more. But it's also one where I feel like if the kind of topic I'm dealing in, I don't know if it should be like my first kind of story I go into. I don't feel like I like the right person to speak up on, like, not really speak up on such subjects. I don't know. I have a lot of double standards for myself, which is not fair, and I need to get better about them. And I will. Hopefully. But there's just something about the story in general where I'm like, I have ideas I like, etc., etc. But also the ideas I have, I probably won't be able to do them in my art skill. And I just have other story ideas that call to me more. And then I really talked about Truth Unseen, like my magical girl story idea to you guys forever ago. And then I might have found a song. Or rather, I was listening to Spotify. Because on Spotify there is an artist there who I know, their music is not AI. Because I started listening to them before AI music was a thing. And they're mostly non-lyric and like orchestra-based music. So I'm like, I'm going to put that sort of stuff on when I'm studying and whatnot. Because I can't handle lyrics when I am. But they have a song. They have a song that does have lyrics. And that song, it goes way too well with Truth Unseen. It is terrifying how well that song goes to Truth Unseen. It is terrifying. Because it fits the main couple so well. It fits, like, the kind of vibe I want for, like, a big part of the story. And it even fits, like, the quote-quote main villain, sort of that story. And I am freaking out whenever I listen to that song. And then I, showed good old Silent One over last weekend. Because she is the one who was there for sure. She's the only one of my friends who knows. And I had her listen to it. And then she started freaking out as well. And it was just like, oh. And I probably put in my playlist, because of course. What else was I supposed to do? How does this work? This one might have a bit of side boob. Yep, that's gonna be side boob, sort of. Wait. No, I need to know how the hell these masses work. Probably going to be pushed more, but then that doesn't... But anyways, so, my brain wants to start working on that story, and I still haven't allowed myself, because I'm like, I need to improve my art more. I need to actually finish studying psychology, and then I have all my schoolwork. And then I like, But at the same time, like, I would know I would improve so much more if I actually, by the bullet, started developing these characters and whatnot, because that's how that works. You allow yourself to be invested in your own project and whatnot. You actually learn a lot faster because you're immediately putting things you do learn to use. But then my brain's like, well, I don't want that to be my first ever, like, comic project, 'Cause I do feel like I want to make it a comic. But I would rather have more experience with it. I'm like, I should have a new story. I should have a different story I do first. I don't need a different story. I could just like make small ones of them, like little test ones, and I could make it like my first story. But it is a longer story, is the issue. I feel like good advice is literally start with a short story. Work that out. Which I guess I could. I have other characters. I say as they're also mainly from worlds where I would rather have full-blown, like, a lot of our in full-blown stories, and their stories are way too big to do in, like, short story. I don't have any short stories. I have characters that could probably do some, like, short-esque stories. But I don't know how or who. At least get some practice. I'll figure it out. I could also just like develop a short story. I could. Let's be real here. I could. Oh! Or I could... Idea. I could just make comics. No. I don't even know what the story would be. It's like I could do like short little comics of my character. My persona. Hello. I could. Would I want to? What would I even say? I don't know. I feel like this curvature is not right. But I feel like that curvature is wrong. This is definitely too up high compared to Angelica's angle. So the angles are kind of right. But why does it feel like this needs to be brought down? No, I'm thinking. Something I could also do is just do one of those like cool OC challenge things that gives you like a random list of things and you just kind of have to make something like that. Just make a character. I can do like make a couple characters like that and then see what happens. That could be a thing. What if I just take this arm? Oh, that is wrong layer. That layer has nothing. Take this arm. Move it up a bit. We just extend it. There we go. That's the thing. I feel like that would also be fun to do. Be good for the creative juices too. Especially because of like another reason why I haven't also wanted to get into even like designing the characters at least is because I barely know how to design characters. I'm not the greatest at that, y'all. I try. I only get so far. Let's see. Tied up. It's fine. I just know one thing for sure is that I will eventually make my stories reality. Because if I don't, I will be dying with so many regrets that just did not need to happen. And I do not want to live a life just filled to the brim with regrets. Because at that point, what am I even doing if I do that? Being an absolute dum-dum is what it is if I do that. Well, I also don't know if I told you guys, I did complete a video. Problem was, I don't like it. I really don't like the video. I don't think it's good. I never think any of my videos are good though. So it's, but it's also related to, because I tried to make a video based on like my Live 2D growth and like journey throughout, I think like the 2-ish years I've been doing it, the 4-ish models I've done. I don't think it's good. But I also want to release it once I finally can take commissions. So I mean, if I am making a video about my Live 2D thing, I may as well have my commissions already set up and like there for like people can say, oh, if I want to commission this person, look, it's this video literally about making VTubers and my process about making them and growing. Perfect free marketing, I feel. But there's so many dumb legal things that I honestly don't really understand. And I'm trying to make sure I understand that before I even like start taking commissions, to make sure I'm like, I don't do it illegally, because taxes and seller's permits and things like that, I guess, apparently, and nonsense. I'm going to be real. Complete and utter nonsense. But one thing I am going to do, since I won't be able to stream next week, is I am going to try my best to use the free time I finally have to figure out exactly what I need, and honestly maybe even set everything up. Because I have, like, most part, the commission forms things. I might make a few new social media accounts here, though I barely able to keep track and use the ones I currently do to like keep updated and do art. But I honestly don't do that much art, so it's kind of hard. I'm trying. But I'm trying to figure things out. Slowly but surely. But that is one of my goals for this winter break, is to have all that set up. We shall see. I did go through one day and take notes on like the different types of licenses, and it seems like I'm going to need multiple things. We shall see. We shall see. I feel like I say that way too much. But honestly, I'm just a baby. That's all I really know. Is that time will tell. But My Hero Academia has been on final season and ended if I've binge watched. I was watching the final season as it released. It's so crazy to think that the show I kind of grew up with is ending. It just, there's not going to be any more. But I liked it. I enjoyed my time with it. Although some of the crazy fandom things I would just casually see makes me really glad that I rarely interact with fandom. I am not gonna lie. I am honestly a little bit in denial though that we got the final episode. I'm like, no, surely we get to see more of their lives. Surely there is something more. Right? No, I'm just coping. Okay. Got the top part done. Originally for me. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down a bit so I can kind of not do any tangents. Since you can relate some like old cartoon that has no more episodes, yeah. And then they have the animes that are like, there's no more episodes. And it's been forever since there's a new season, and the story's clearly not over, but you're still waiting. And you're still waiting. And you really don't think you're going to get another season, but you're still waiting. I'm looking at you, Snow White with the red hair. And the Sunday Kids Bonnie Toss. Give me more Sunday Kids Bonnie Toss too, please. I am in need. Okay. I think I don't want to draw bare feet. I don't. I just don't. But also, wearing shoes on the bed is not going to happen. I mean, bed, couch, either or. But I don't want to draw bare feet. I could draw socks. Because I would probably be wearing socks underneath boots. Probably, right? Right? I would assume so. But, at the same time, am I? Am I? I don't know. I don't know. I hate that I'm erasing all the hard work I just put into drawing and making the body nicer. Just sketch over. Okay, I think I'm gonna do socks. But then it's the question of what kind. Probably short. Because it has to be above the ankles. I hate socks that are below the ankle. I hate them so much. I hate wearing socks in general because of the seam. I always wear my socks inside out. I always wear my socks inside out because I physically cannot stand the seam. I don't know. I just don't like it. I just do not like it. Guess I want to learn how to draw socks. That probably is going to be super basic socks, I'm not going to lie. Because, you don't need to focus there anymore. And, look here. It's not even in frame. Oh, I mean, it's in the big frame, but it's not tiny frame. Boot on the bed with all the dirt from the outside? Unbelievable, yes. Extremely unbelievable. Like, no. Ew. Ew. No. We don't do that. We do not do that. Okay, I am going to do another... There. Actually, I'm going to merge. But I can't. Because we have two skirts to deal with here. I'm going to do... Thing is, when I sit down in a skirt, it can be in so many different ways how it flows out. It could be like just kind of tuck all underneath me, crazy like. It could be behind me, all graceful like. I think we're going to do behind me, all graceful like. But oh my goodness, is a pile of fabric so damn hard to draw. It's kind of chicken scratch, honestly. Okay, that should hopefully be good. And then... Okay, I do like that line, but I kind of want more of that curve. Then we have another skirt. That kind of just goes over everything. This is in the middle here. So the break of the skirt is going to happen between here, where it's hidden. How lovely, I don't have to draw that. But it goes down here. Bundle of fabrics is weird to draw. Everything goes supposed to go nice underneath waistband, which is how different waistbands will look. Whether you're able to like see the skirt kind of pop out a bit from the waistband and kind of go over it, or not, really depends on how the garment was sewn. It really does. Because I have sewn both types. Without meaning to. I've just accidentally sewn both types. And it's just kind of like the order and how you do the gathers and kind of the fabric. And how you do the waistband. Especially how you do the waistband. At least from what I found, and this is coming from a person who barely knows how to sew. Leg out. Okay, I just have to draw my hair now. So I do have some nice news, though, although this isn't something that'll happen for a while. Obviously, I had to dorm at my university where I live. And I do like the current place I'm living. It is super nice. And I honestly don't know why more people don't choose that option. Because it's cheaper, yet it's nicer. The only problem is it's technically off campus and you have to take the shuttle to get on campus. But, like, they have a free shuttle. So I don't understand why people don't live more at the place where I do. However, you don't get your own room. So I have decided next year, second year, I am going to move into one of the different options for housing. And I'll get my own room. I'll also get a kitchen. And my own washer and dryer. So, me having my own room is going to be so much nicer for streams. Because, guys, I don't know what's going on with my roommate. I am going to be so damn real. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if my roommate likes me. I don't know if she hates me. She just sort of doesn't speak. Which makes it very awkward when I try to stream. So I try not to say, like, I don't know if you actually like me doing this. I don't know if you're actually okay with me doing this. It's also kind of awkward to just be yapping away and stream when there's just another person in the room. For some reason, I find that extremely awkward. I'm also used to having my own room. But, I mean, being just super duper quiet, not really speaking ever, is thankfully our only issue. I could definitely got to know how much of a roommate, and thankfully I didn't. Thankfully I didn't. I definitely got lucky. But at the same time, I really want my own room. Because that is just what I'm used to. Thankfully. Second year, I have my own room. And honestly, the kitchen. The kitchen's gonna be super nice. Because that means I don't have to deal with just constant dining locations only at RIT using the meal plan. and having to use that or have microwavable stuff, I can actually make food. That it will be so incredibly nice. The problem I'm having right now, though, is just finding people who want a room together. Because I have one person for sure. One person for sure, and then a one maybe. Thing is, you need 4 people for this place. And my for sure person will not be able to room there if her parents doesn't know for certain that my friend knows who's rooming with us. Which, I'm like, this parent doesn't even know us anyways, so okay. They also get it, concerned parent, I think. So, I'm just really hoping you can find people. Because I have another friend who's like a maybe. It just depends on whether or not the price, etc., etc. And then my for sure friend is like, I have a potential person. I'm like, okay, we might not be doomed. Might not be the key word. So I'm hopeful. Either way, I am going to be rooming there. It's just rather I'm rooming with complete random people, which will be that can go very badly. That can go extremely badly, especially if I don't vibe with them. They want like 2 completely different things, or if I get in a random group of party people. I don't party. This girl doesn't party. This girl didn't even go to her own prom. That's how much I want to say hate, but I just don't like parties. They're just, I don't know, I find them boring. I don't know if that's bad. Like, I know parties are like supposed to be entertaining, right? That is supposed to be what they are. Apparently. I don't know what it is about them that I find boring. I just don't really like standing around listening to music that isn't quite my taste when I could just listen to music at home and just dealing with people. And we're just kind of sitting there, or standing there, kind of just yapping when we could have just been at home playing a game and yapping instead, doing like hanging out in a fashion that is so much more entertaining and fun and satisfying. But it does make me curious, why do people probably like to parties for like social aspect, I'm assuming. That like has to be part of it. That, and I'm assuming like drinking and whatnot. Which is also something I don't think I'll ever be able to ever be into. I've literally had to promise my mother that she gets one night. Once I turn 21, she gets one night where she can get me drunk, and I'm never drinking alcohol again. So, literally, my mother had to make me promise that. I don't know how much that says about me. Nothing wrong with it. It's not my cup of tea. I would much rather be drinking tea. I'm really hoping that I have friends that'll pull through where I'm actually able to live in a place with people I know. Cause that would be such a relief. Such a relief. Okay, now I just gotta do... Thing is, I would actually think logically. The hair would probably completely cover the eyes, but we don't want the hair to completely cover the eyes. This is at like the completely wrong angle. I've actually seen the time lapse for this drawing forever. I also think this bun kind of know where it angle. Maybe no. I'm just going insane. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's already 10. It is already 10. I will probably be going to bed after I finish sketching out this hair. But I mean, failed to completely sketch out the dog, my little bells, and my body. Pretty good progress. Seeing how I think I haven't been live that long. 2 hours? Oh, 2 hours. Okay, I may take back that good progress. It's fine though. It's fine. Yes, Nicor EB. Yes, Nicor is a DDB. But Nicor also wants to continue drawing despite me drawing already for like 8 hours a day. That's not an exaggeration, y'all. I have literally been drawing for like 8 hours a day. My poor hand probably does not like me very well. Hey, I'm getting better at using my wrist. Not my wrist. I accidentally got that wrong. I'm getting better at using my elbow instead. Which is good. That's the part that I want to be using more. It's my whole arm. And then I'm going to merge that down again. We just have these. I did have like a sketch that was like kind of made my own like little plane, and then I just had like little butterflies kind of just holding up my hair, which I think is cool for a different illustration. Long hour draw, yeah. Also, I don't know what it is with my model right now. I think it's... Oh, I know. My model keeps, I feel like, looking angry. But I'm not even being angry, I'm being happy. But I know why. It's because the lighting in my room is different from in the dorm. Because in my room, I'm facing a wall. I don't have a direct light source that hitting my face, which is probably making those features look different. So it's tracking differently. My dorm has different lighting. Very different lighting. The thing is, I could have like my hair kind of go over my shoulder. And then I feel like that's a bit too much. I do know why I want to have a deer. I could just have a deer matching on my hair. I could have a deer matching on my hair. I might not. Just, you'll get going now. Have fun and good sleep after trial. Thank you for coming, Arfega. Good night. Good day or good whatever time it is for you. Hopefully you have a good day. Night. Da-da-da-da-da. I am definitely here. The thing is, this pillow here, you probably also wouldn't really see. Like my hair. Would you even see my long hair? Yeah, welcome back. Glad to see you after a while. Same. I'm glad to be back. I miss streaming. I miss doing this. Okay. Thing is, I could just give myself a completely different hairstyle. Like, boom, new hair. Not doing that. Imagine I gave myself pigtails up. And then I gave myself like a little bow. That looks ridiculous. Yeah, oh, what I was drawing earlier today was, did I do worms today? I don't think I did worms today. But what I did do is I was working on Silent One's 2.0 model, and basically everything is inked and base colored, except for I'm going to do adjustment to her earring, and I need to still do her bubbles, but everything else, it's ready for rendering. It's ready for rendering. But the thing is, I still am like constantly pulling up the nude body while doing it, so probably wait till I render the body before I am comfortable of streaming it. Hopefully isn't too long. Okay, I actually don't know how I want to do there. So I feel like I need my hair. But like, truthfully, you won't even see where it would fall with how my head's tilted. You just wouldn't. Like I said, I could draw some of it going over here, but erase the parts that you do see. That just kind of adds confusion. I could just do the buttons look. Or I could just kind of have it where it does sort of have some of it drip over my shoulder onto my back. But then I feel that doesn't really make much sense unless my hair isn't long enough to touch the floor. And kind of wrapping back around on the body does not make sense. And this wouldn't really make sense either. This just might be it. Is this it? It's actually it? Oh, there's a nasty tangent right here. Nope. Nope, we cannot have that tangent. There we go. Put us lower the sleeve. Thing is, this piece of hair also kind of hides the sleeve changing. So, change that there. So there's a hint of something. And then this is the background. I kind of want to get rid of everything now that isn't really going to be shown. Underneath my body. Okay, I think that is going to be it. So let's watch the time lapse, shall we? It's going to appear on my other monitor, isn't it? It's appearing on my other monitor, isn't it? Hello. Oh no, it didn't! Oh, 50. No, whoa, 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 whoa. Calm your horses. Calm your horses. It's been. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot about this part. No, forgotten about it, but it's like so long ago since I did these in like initial sketching and whatnot. Trying to get the body. Just the various different objects. I love how you can't see the guidelines I made for myself because I did it on the ruler. Oh yeah, I definitely drew my face still features too small. I'm glad I moved them. But yay! Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. I know it's been a while. I know I'm super inconsistent. I am sorry. I wish I would change. It's fine. It's fine. I am trying. So as long as I'm trying, I won't beat myself too much over it. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you guys. And I shall see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow.